Hey everyone, Scott here to discuss Super Troopers, starring J. Chandrasekhar, forgive me if I said that wrong, Kevin Heffernan, Steve Lemmy, Paul Soder, Brian Cox, and Daniel Von Bargen, and directed by, oh please forgive me if I say this wrong again, J. Chandrasekhar. Now, I remember this movie coming out in theaters, and I didn't see it in theaters, but I did see it when it came out on video, and I remember how hilarious that whole movie was for me. And is it still hilarious to this day? Well, let's take a look at it. In Vermont, somewhere near the border, three stoners, college stoners by the way, get pulled over by two state troopers, Thorny, played by the movie's director J. Chandrasekhar, and Rabbit, played by Eric Stolhansky. And forgive me if I said that wrong. They do it twice. When a fast loader passes by them and they chase him, and as it turns out it was Mac, played by Steve Lemmy, was rather a hilarious practical joke, excuse me. I love the scene when the state troopers versus the cops at a diner, and they fight, and two bottles get hit by the cops. Well, not by the cops, but the state troopers throw the two bottles at the cops until Captain O'Hagan, played by Brian Cox, steps in and stops the fight and gets into a meeting. The state trooper rookie pulls over a Larry Johnson, and that scene was absolutely fucking hilarious. I really love these fucking characters, in my opinion. Foster has a crush on Ursula, and their chemistry was pretty cute for a hilarious comedy. When two state troopers pull over a tall soap truck driver and gets trapped by the tall soap truck driver, and 2 hours later Thorny comes in and they find the pot in the truck, and that was a good hilarious scene. When Farva orders a cheeseburger and the burger kid spits in his cheeseburger and tries to fight the burger kid and gets arrested and gets a job offering by the local cops, and Captain O'Hagan makes Farva his cleaning lady, and that was probably the stupidest scene in the whole movie, but still, just golden. I love the scene when the state trooper humps a fucking bear and the local cops try to stop him from humping a bear. Was absolutely fucking hilarious. The state troopers lose their jobs after the cops steal their marijuana, and Farva becomes a local cop, and all the state troopers, including Captain O'Hagan, get drunk and out of their fucking minds. Was just motherfucking great, by the way. Just motherfucking great. They find the tall soap truck driver working with the local police, and Ursula helps the state troopers bust the local cops. Was just so fucking great. The state troopers get their station closed down, which was heartbreaking, but 3 months later, folks, 3 months later, they pretend to deliver beer, and the college kids from aka the stoners from the opening scene, fuck with them until they pull the fake uniforms, and as it turns out, they're now local cops, and that ending was so motherfucking great. Now it's time for the rating. I'll give this movie a 7.9 out of 10. This is the most hilarious piece of comedy, and I love these fucking characters, but I'm concerned for the sequel. But my reasons will come next week, but keeping my fingers crossed like this at this point. So I'd like to thank you guys for joining me, and I will be back next week with Super Troopers 2. And until next time, you're under arrest.